Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. To millions of Indians, the Ganges is not just a river, it's a living goddess. They call her Ganga Ma, Mother Ganges, the purifier of sins, the sacred lifeline of India. To bathe in her water is to wash away karma. To drink from her is to receive a divine blessing. And when life ends, to have one's ashes scattered into her flow is to find salvation. But beneath this deep spiritual reverence lies a shocking and painful truth. The Ganges, once worshipped as a symbol of purity, has become one of the most polluted rivers on earth. In the upper reaches near the Himalayas, the water still sparkles clear, cold, and full of minerals flowing through pristine mountain valleys. But as the river travels south through the densely populated plains of northern India, through states home to over 300 million people, it becomes something else entirely. By the time it reaches the holy city of Varanasi, the sacred Ganges is no longer blue or green, but a toxic brown. Sewage, industrial waste, plastic, even human remains all flow freely into the river that Indians still call holy. Every single day, more than 250,000 cubic meters of wastewater pour into the Ganges. That's enough to fill 100 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Every single day, factories along its banks, paper mills, chemical plants, and leather tanneries release toxic chemicals directly into the water, while cities and villages dump their raw sewage straight into the river. The result, in many areas, the level of E. coli bacteria exceeds safe limits by more than 280 times. Just imagine, in less than half a cup of Ganges water, there can be over 100,000 E. coli bacteria. The consequences are devastating. Up to half of the people who bathe in the Ganges develop skin or digestive diseases. Over 80% of illnesses in India are related to contaminated water, and a third of all deaths come from waterborne diseases. And it's not just humans who suffer. Over 140 species of fish and 90 species of amphibians, including the endangered Ganges river dolphin, are under serious threat. So how did India's mother river become its greatest environmental tragedy? The government has known about the problem for decades. The first real attempt to clean it up came in 1985 with the Ganga Action Plan. Strict penalties were introduced, a Ganges protection force was formed, and billions were spent. But the results, disappointing. Corruption and poor management left the river as dirty as ever. Then, in 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi stood on the ghats of Varanasi and vowed to restore the Ganges to her ancient glory. He launched the massive Namami Gange project, pledging 200 billion rupees to clean the river by 2020. But by the deadline, only 1% of the Ganges basin had been effectively treated. Out of 236 projects, just 63 were completed. Why does every attempt fail? Because the problem runs deeper than pollution. It's rooted in culture, faith, and economics. Every morning, millions of Hindus gather at the river's edge to bathe, pray, and sip the holy water. During religious festivals, pollution levels spike dramatically. According to Hindu belief, dying on the banks of the Ganges ensures liberation. But for many poor families who can't afford a full cremation, half-burned bodies are simply floated downstream. How can a government forbid what people consider sacred? No political leader dares to challenge these centuries-old customs. Then there's the economic side. India's rapid growth is fueled by factories along the Ganges. Regulating them means lost jobs and political backlash. Even when cleanup budgets are announced, a huge portion vanishes into bureaucracy and corruption. And so, the Ganges continues to flow sacred but poisoned, worshipped but dying. It's a river that reflects the contradictions of modern India, ancient faith against modern pollution, devotion against destruction. Every morning, as the sun rises, thousands of pilgrims still enter the brown waters, chanting prayers. They believe she will cleanse them of their sins, but perhaps today, it is humanity that must cleanse itself of ignorance, of greed, of blind faith before the mother river can ever be pure again. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that matters.